The Lost Kingdom. King Matthias was worried. He was looking at the Book of Morcia. What he saw in the magical book frightened him. "I must summon my bravest knights," the king said. "Lord Vladik has returned," King Matthias told the knights. "He has built a new dark fortress and created an army of shadow knights. You must travel to the lost kingdom of Ancoria, find the fortress and lower its drawbridge. I will lead my army inside." The king held up a round stone. "Here is the heart of the shield," he said. "It will give you stronger armor shields and swords to help you." The stone began to glow as its magic transformed the knight's armor. "Sir Santis, your strength will be greater than ever. Sir Danju, your sword will help you to defeat any enemy. Sir Raskus, you will be able to leap farther and climb higher. And Sir Jaco, you will be the fastest knight in the land. But beware Lord Vladik's power," King Matthias continued. "We beat him once before," exclaimed Sir Jaco. "We'll do it again. We will save the kingdom." The knights reached the lost kingdom. "Look at all of those fireball catapults," said Sir Santis. "It's time for one of Sir Danju's plans," said Sir Raskus. Sir Danju smiled. Two shadow knights were guarding a wagon when a knight rode up and began performing tricks. "I'll bet you've never seen a knight of Morcia juggle while doing a handstand," said Sir Raskus. "Get him!" shouted one of the shadow knights. "Got you!" said Sir Santis, dropping a barrel over them. The knights used the wagon to sneak into the lost kingdom. Jaco drew a map that the king could use to follow them. But soon the shadow knights caught up with them. Sir Danju drove as fast as he could, but the shadow knights were even faster. "Jump to safety," Sir Danju shouted to the others, "and go find the dark fortress." The other knights escaped, but the shadow knights captured the wagon and Sir Danju. Lord Vladik told Sir Danju that he had collected the pieces of the Shield of Ages and made a magical mask. When the last piece was added, he would be able to take over Morcia. "Of course, you won't be around to see it," Vladik said as he left. "Enjoy your trip into the lava below." Sir Jaco and the other knights had finally found the dark fortress. "You two get into the fortress," Jaco said. "I have to rescue our friend." He raised his arm and a hawk soared down from the sky. "Carry this map to the king," he told it. The hawk took the map in its claws and flew away. Sir Jaco followed the wagon's tracks to the Scorpion prison cave. It was protected by shadow knights riding giant scorpions. "I'm in trouble now," thought Sir Danju. The bottom of the cage was almost open, but as he began to fall, a hand reached down and grabbed his arm. Sir Jaco had arrived just in time. "I know the secret of Lord Vladik's power," said Sir Danju. "We must reach the dark fortress quickly." Sir Raskus and Sir Santis stood at the edge of a moat. "I'm sure there are all sorts of hungry creatures in there," said Sir Santis. "Then we'll have to go over," said Sir Raskus, and he sprang across the moat. "There's a boat here," Sir Raskus called to Sir Santis. "I'll row back and bring you across." On the other side of the moat, they found a metal crate. The metal was strong, but Sir Santis was stronger. Soon the two knights were inside the fortress. The king's army was close. Rocks and fireballs fell all around, but the heart of the shield protected them. Then the king saw that the drawbridge was still up. Where are my knights? He asked. Everything depends on them. You're too late, Lord Vladik shouted. He placed the last piece into the giant mask. The mask's dark magic surrounded Vladik and his shadow knights. They could feel their strength growing. Sir Raskus and Sir Santas had finally reached the drawbridge. We need to lower that bridge, said Sir Raskus. Leave it to me, said Sir Santas. He pulled his hands against the raised drawbridge and pushed. The bridge came crashing down. Sir Danju led the Morsian army into the dark fortress. Where are Sir Jaco and the king? Asked Sir Santas. Sir Danju pointed at the tower above. Even from here, the knights could hear Lord Vladik's evil laughter. So we meet again, hissed Lord Vladik. You won't defeat me this time. It took all of Sir Jaco's speed and skill to avoid the attack. Jaco, take this, King Matthias cried, throwing something through the air. It was the heart of the shield. With the mask's magic on my side, Morcia will soon be mine, shouted Vladik. But Sir Jaco had an idea. He smashed his sword into the glowing mask, destroying it. The dark fortress began to shake and fall apart. But where was Lord Vladik? He had vanished. After the battle, the king said, "It is time for me to retire, but your new king has proven himself a true knight and a great hero." With that, he placed his crown on Sir Jaco's head. "Rise, King Jaco," he said. A new day was dawning in Morcia, and the adventure had just begun. The end.